I'm a 10th grader here at Summit.
Do you use social media as a platform for your art?
Yeah, I use Twitter, Tumblr, and DeviantArt to post my art there, just so other people can see it.
Why did you choose those platforms?
Mostly because they're pretty good places to get lots of exposure, especially DeviantArt because that's where you're supposed to put your art there.
If we were to take that platform away, how big of an effect would it have on your art and what revolves around it?
That would probably have a really big effect because you don't have your audience anymore, so it just you're not really painting for other people to see your art. So maybe on one hand, it's better because then you're kind of painting for yourself, but on the other, you don't have that validation, you know.
How is it convenient for you?
The platforms? Again, the exposure, also when people comment on your art or give it likes and stuff, it makes you feel empowered to keep drawing.
What opportunities could arise from using social media as a platform?
Well, you'd probably get a lot more known on the internet, so that's how a lot of popular artists have gained traction on social media. And then sometimes there's companies that scout for people. You can also use the social media, again, you can use it to empower you to draw more, and then that could convince you to take on art as a career.
Are there any cons to it?
Using social media? Well, for one thing, when you're going to attract people who like your art, you're also going to attract haters. There's a difference between critics and haters, but you just gotta have some tough skin, tough it out, and also be able to take criticism as well. Criticism well, because that's also important. If you're going to respond to criticism negatively, you probably shouldn't be posting art on social platforms at all. There's also going to be people who steal your art. There's a lot of nasty people out there in the internet. You just have to deal with it and take the proper steps to get them to take it down.
My name is Alex Bonet, and I am a sophomore here at Summit Rainier.
Do you use social media as a platform for your art?
Yeah, I use multiple apps for my art. Well, I use multiple apps for my art. Yeah, I'll use social media mostly to get my art out there.
Which platforms do you use?
I use this thing called Drawcast, which not a lot of people use, but I mean, it's where I started. And I also use Tumblr and Twitter and Instagram mostly for just to put it out.
Why did you choose those platforms?
I chose those platforms mostly because I know a lot of people use them, and I don't really need to people look at them, like family members or anything. Like anybody can look at them. It's out in the public, and I don't have to worry about judgment because I don't read them comments. Drawcast is again just something I used when I was first starting out, and I post there, and I just keep posting there every time I need to or I want to.
How is it convenient for you?
Because it's just on hand, and I usually draw on my phone because it's something I use more. For paper, it's kind of a hassle, that's why I don't use it. I just use digital art, so it makes it easier to post.
If we were to take that platform away, how big of an effect would it have on your art and what revolves around it?
Not much, because art can be used in different ways. I don't really need a digital platform for that. To get it out there in the public, I might have to figure out a different way, but it's not really much of a big deal.
What sorts of opportunities could arise from using social media as a platform?
Using social media, it's using that for art in general, it lets people look at what you've done, and you could feel confident in just posting it and not having to worry about is it bad enough? Do I need to post it like that, or is it a certain way I have to do it? Because really you just need to post it and it's out there for people to see. It's not really anything to be afraid of.
Are there any cons to using social media as a platform?
Yes, sometimes, because when you post an art, there are some people that hate it, which you just have to learn to get over with. and not bother to figure like how to fix it yourself, because it's your art. You don't really need to like change it because someone thinks it's bad.
Have you ever had someone comment some rude things on your art?
Yes, but that's like a rare chance that I ever get that, because really not a lot of people will do that anymore, to at least from what I've seen on my Instagram profiles.
Hi, I am Mr. Shakluna.
Do you use social media as a platform for your art?
Yes, I do use social media. I use Facebook and I use Instagram, primarily Instagram.
Why did you choose that platform?
I chose Instagram because it tends to be the leading platform in which artists promote themselves on social media. Facebook tends to follow second, but Instagram is the biggest one.
How is it convenient?
It's convenient because you can quickly snap a photo of what you're working on. You can take 1-minute videos of things you're working on and quickly show them to all of your followers, and hashtag it so that many people can just search up a hashtag and can find you.
If we were to take that platform away, how big of an effect would it have on your art and what revolves around it?
It would definitely affect the way that I go about trying to do art, but I've been doing art before that platform was created, so it would just make me redirect the way that I try to promote myself.
What opportunities could arise from using social media as a platform?
Social media has allowed artists of every medium to be able to promote themselves and not always rely upon a school or a gallery to show their work. They are now enabled to be their own manager so that they can produce their own stuff and show it to the world.
Are there any cons to using social media as a platform for art?
Yes. The cons of using social media is that it can definitely make you more introverted. It can make you do work only from home or your studio, as opposed to going out into the art world and making peer groups, going out and finding workspaces to have collaborations. And also it can make you very self-conscious. Seeing so much at once can overload you and make you compare yourself to so many other artists, and could have a negative effect on the way you feel about your own art instead of just producing what you do.